Well, hello there, everybody. Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the DCUO SourceCast. I'm, of course, Trex, and I got my good neighbor, Superpatriot.
What the hell are you doing, man?
Anything, anything I want, cause it's my show. It's my show. Wouldn't you be my neighbor? Don't you want to be my neighbor? I want to be my neighbor. Let me first say that if you're going to hear some random coughing, because I think I have something wrong with my lungs that I'm not happy with. I don't know what this isn't like a cold. This isn't the flu or anything. What this is, it's sporadic coughing. It's just so sporadic. Like I just be sitting here doing nothing. Where is this coming from? I'm not sick. I feel fine. Well, until I read the forums, but I feel fine. So I think I haven't gone to the doctor yet, but I think that I actually have some type of lung infection, because this cough it's honestly scaring me, but scaring me to the point that I'm not going to go to the doctors yet because I'm lazy and I don't have I'm broke. But anyways, sorry for all the coughing. I'll go ahead and say that now. But yay! It's good to see everybody. Sorry for the funny voice earlier. I got out of my car coming into my house, and I was like, I want to do a little Mr. Rogers impersonation. You know, just a little, wouldn't you be my neighbor? I don't think it worked out, though. Yes, Trex talks too much. That is very accurate, to say the least. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Chat's not working because I don't have it. For some awful reason.
You don't have it up on the stream?
I know. I took it off because I was fixing it. And I never put it back on the screen. Because it needed to be fixed because it wasn't big enough. Ha. Trex made it funny. So, there. Now it should fit perfectly. There's like some words at the end of it that was getting messed up. But anyways. Alright. So, Sick Trex is here. Happy to see you all. We have... Where was this information last week? Last week, it was so slow of information, and now it's just thrown at us. Just...
Yeah.
Like, this entire week has been nothing but news, to the point where this show just might be a little longer than how I ever expect. It depends on how long the discussion goes. So... We're going to talk about the live stream that happened Monday, the release of information for the Weapon Mastery coming in DLC 10. We're going to talk about the work in progress forums that were open up on Monday as well. We are going to have the oath off at the end of the show.
The oath off.
The oath off. That
from the Black Lantern oath.
That's right, from the Book of Dead. Everyone will probably go with it. So we're going to have that at the end of the show to close it out, because I know everybody was really excited for it last week. Everyone loved it. Of course, we got to talk about the special surprise. So it was all sorts of good. Such a good night.
The special, quote unquote.
Yeah. It's so good.
Whatever.
So, I already know how Super Patriot's week has been because we've talked earlier, and you guys will need to hear that. So, let's go straight into where is my button. There it is. Boom. FNL. Oop, wrong button for me to hit. Okay, so I'm not sure what this cabbage thing is supposed to be that I'm seeing in chat right now. But FNL. Oh crap! I still got my title on. Whoops. Go away. So FNL. Odyssey came back onto FNL to show us their EU PvE dominance going into the Prime Battleground. That I have to give notice to the opener, their little practice round of the 10 Avatar of Text coming in. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, and then he ends with this epic. I thought I'd see what happened if I had an extra zero.
Thanks. Now a lot of people in chat on the FNL remembered when that happened to myself and Team Rage Camel. We were doing we four-man a couple of stuff, doing some Rage stuff on live stream a couple of maybe about a month ago, and then we did a 5-man for Prime Battleground just because some I can't remember who it was, but he wanted in, so we're like, sure, hop on in with us, we don't care. We're doing it. All of a sudden, we complete it, la-di-da-da, and then sure enough, whoosh, we get sucked into a Prime Battleground that we've never seen before, and Meps just summons all of these avatar techs on us. I'm freaking out. They're freaking out. Camel's just drooling with so much foam of the violence that he's going to inflict on people. It was really fun. That's the whole point. It was really fun. So seeing that back, a lot of fans came up, were pretty much on the show. I was like, "Hey, Trex, look, they're doing it." I'm like, "I know, I'm watching. It's so good." So that takes me back now to last month. It takes me back. Thank you, Meps. And I'm so glad Meps was in control when he did it to us. Because I didn't want the extra zero that Jens did to Odyssey. I'm not sure if I wanted that. That was uncool.
Well, it was kind of funny because Meps was like, it's okay. And all of a sudden, boom! And I was like, whoa, shit, 3 people just died.
Right? Just where did this come from?
Yeah. Everything's perfectly fine, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along. But like Booster Gold moment there on traffic on crowd control.
Oh yeah.
By the way, that is one of my favorite episodes of JLU.
I will agree. That I will have to agree. That was really good. So
that's one of my favorite episodes.
So they got all the way up to level 85, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah. Not nearly as high as some of the others that have participated. If I'm not mistaken.
I think
Dark Rain was on top of it, what, 88?
I know Dark Rain, I think, is still in the lead. And at the same time, I think that Odyssey went with a different group dynamic than Dark Rain did. Because, I mean, Odyssey came in there with one tank, I think one healer, right?
Mm-hmm. They were looking for the fast burn down.
The fast burn down.
They're looking for the fast burn.
Hold on, sorry. Gotta type real fast. Excuse me. So,
Aaron Arrow, I'm not sure if it was Odyssey's A team or not. I mean, they said they had an average CR of 100, which for a mainly PvE league like Odyssey, I find that really hard to believe. I mean, the majority of the guys in my league, and I know, and we mix in PvP a lot. I mean, not as much as I'd like, but I mean, we mix in PvP a lot. I mean, I've got 103 CR, in both roles. So I don't know. I think they were adding their numbers. They were lowballing it.
Well, either way, they did a fantastic job in the PvE challenge. It was still really well done for Odyssey. It's also still great to see those guys in action. Big props to them because I have tremendous respect for Odyssey and love them. Oh
yeah. We had Starry Sky on the other podcast that I host.
Yes. Yeah. How was that?
That was good. Starry, he's a real cool guy. Sat there and rolled with our less than restrained witty banner that we that we have on that show. But I mean, it was pretty cool having Starry on there. Maybe Starry, if he's in the chat, tell us who exactly.
If you had a fun time.
Odyssey's 8. Yeah, how much fun he had in there, if he did.
Well, and at the same time, well, speaking of PvP, you want to talk a little bit about some PvP? I will talk about some PvP. I was on the PlayStation last night, and of course, the first thing I do when I'm on the PlayStation is message Superpatriot, please carry me. But apparently, it's my fault. It's my fault because I came on reset night. So Superpatriot's doing all of his little raids.
You come on the freaking PS3 on a Thursday night. You know, I mean, that's reset day. That's reset day. That's when, we, freaking knock out all the raids, or as many as we can.
Yeah, sure, it's okay. I mean, I would stop what I'm doing for a friend, so
This guy.
But it's okay. I wasn't, and no disrespect, I wasn't actually there for you. I wasn't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, fine.
Oh, no.
Be like that.
Broke my heart. Oh no.
Oh no. I don't care. But no, I hopped on the PlayStation to play with a certain other person, and sadly enough, she was having some bad lag with it. It was pretty much a bad night to be on the PlayStation 4, I guess. So I hopped on with Speed Agent on Twitter, at Speed Agent. He hopped on. He was on one of his alts, and we did some Legend stuff. And I honestly had a blast being carried by him. I can tell you now, I wish I would have recorded all of that action because I didn't kill anyone. Well, hold on. Correction. I will correct myself. I hope I got this right. In the league, take notes. I defeated events with a Z. I defeated events with an E, well, with a Z at the end from take notes. So I was very proud of it because he was playing Amon Sir and I was playing, I think I was playing Huntress at the time. So it was, I was struggling. And he Speed Agent did a fantastic job helping me out doing some Legends. I unlocked Huntress because of it. It was a really, really fun night. So it wasn't a complete loss. I did a lot of PvP, met a lot of people. I saw some replacement folks. I saw some people from Soldier of Light, and they had the combination of Sinestro and Amon Sir, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run. I don't want to do this. I'm out. I'm just done. I'm not gonna handle this. So I ran a lot. I can tell you now, I ran a lot. As soon as, because they all came to me and Speed Agents over the mic, just like, they recognize you, Trex are coming after you. No, I think they just see a guy playing as Robin and know he's the Wink Link. I'm not sure.
Not necessarily, man. I'm telling you, man. Some beast freaking Robins out there. Who was it from Take Notes you killed? Just so I can know who to ridicule in game.
Oh, that's not cool. It was Events with a Z. EVE.
Events?
Events with a Z.
Events with a Z.
Yeah. Just put Events and then put Z at the end. I'm not sure if he was hero or villain, but, I knocked him out. I got that in my chat box. Trexlight defeated Events. I had that. I should have grabbed my phone and took a picture because it was a victory. Soundwave is right there. Yes, Soundwave. Thank you so much for the PvPing. It was awesome. I love being carried.
I remember he sent me a tell. He was like something about
Yeah.
Come help me with Trex, and I sent him a tell back telling him I'm getting too old to be carrying people like Trex, and I've got a bad back.
That's very true. So see,
it was a very successful raid night for me though, man. I was like, got all the tier 5 done.
That's right.
All the tier 5 raids knocked out. I ain't got to do them for the rest of the week because I'm not resetting those anymore. I'm already, I've got like almost all the feats except for the bounty feats done. So not really sweating those.
Excellent.
Anymore. I'll go in there and get my marks, and that'll be it.
Yep.
That'll be it. Open up my lock boxes. Did you have any luck with yours?
I didn't have any. Yeah, bad me, because I didn't save any.
Everybody! All right, we're gonna start up well, let's finish up the FNL thing, and then we'll start with the new segment I want to start.
Oh Lord. Okay. Thanks for putting that in the notes. Jeez.
What notes?
Or I'm sorry, the format. I have a format. It's full of notes and just arbitrary. I think if I had the ability to draw on Google Docs, I'll probably draw like a bunny on the side or something. Just because there's so much crap on there. Once again, FNL, Odyssey, congratulations. Good job on tonight. It was good seeing you guys in action once again. No, I will not come to the EU. Yes, you could probably bribe me to do so with hugs. I will accept hugs as bribery to join the EU. Or at least play over there. You never know. But be sure to join Friday Night Legends every Friday night between 4 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would be 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the Eastern Coast. For any other time zones, good luck. Worldclock.com. I guess that's the website. It's what I use. I don't know the code. So that is it for FNL. Boom.
Or are we going to talk about that later?
Want
to talk about that later?
We're going to talk about that later. Because
Okay.
the people who are wanting to join in, they're trying to figure stuff out on Windows 8. And I'm laughing at them because they have Windows 8. But at the same time, they have Windows 8.
Isn't that the point and circle, the touch and circle thing?
Man,
Windows 8.
I ain't going to go there.
It's not that hard, people.
Not going to go there.
It's touch sensitive.
Well, hold on. I think I got one of them. I got one. Let me see if the other one wants to hop on. Hold on, let's see if I can get the other one. You know, last time I checked, I'm not even sure. I know I can't do a video. I'm not sure how big of a group I can do on... How many people have we done? I have done it. Because I was worried about having like multiple people on here.
I know on the People podcast, we've had 5 people in a call.
Okay. Then I'm okay then.
Which is really difficult to do when you've got some people in there who just like talk over others.
Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll move on. We'll come back to them. We're waiting for one more person
We'll talk about the Trolltastic announcement at the end of FNL.
Or you mean at the end, later on the show? Okay,
yeah.
So let's go into your spot on instant thingy.
Oh, this is the new segment I want to do every week on SourceCast now. Okay. I'm gonna call it Trex's Dick Move of the Week.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa! Oh!
Kind of a rough week.
Hold on. I want a disclaimer.
Yeah.
I meant it in all in fun.
No. You disclaimer afterwards, sir. You let me finish the story first.
All right.
You let me finish the story first.
Okay. All right.
So I had, first off, all right, Trex got somebody's thread deleted on the forums, and I got yelled at for it.
It was fun.
Okay. That's how my Monday started. All right. Trex got somebody's threads deleted, and I think the guy may have gotten banned or suspended from the forums too. I'm not sure.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and I got yelled at by this guy for it. Okay. Then the update came the next day, and I had like 21. I think I said 21 lockboxes. I had 21 lockboxes saved up, and I'm sitting here and listening to you guys in Elite Chat saying, "Oh, I got 2 green auras." Oh, like that. I open up all my lockboxes, didn't get a single green aura. I got a white and a blue aura there, and then figuring maybe my luck's gonna turn around. I load it into the vault, and I still don't get the sharpshooter legs. So I'm conveying this sad information to my buddy Trex, who's all about giving hugs to people.
Yes.
And I'm conveying all this to him, and he types out LOL. He's like, "Geez, with the week you've been having so far, you should just go ahead and kill yourself."
And for those who can't see what I'm doing, I'm taking a bow. I'm taking a bow.
Yeah.
So,
dick move for the week, folks.
well, one, you were having a bad day. It was a day, not a week. It was a day. And I'm sorry, for comedy purposes, it was really funny. Don't kill yourself, but it was really funny.
Kill yourself. When life sucks for you, you should just go ahead and just eat a bullet.
See, it's times like that you just want to try and, like, I should have called you or something. Even if I was at work, I should have just called you, just like, dude, well, apparently with the day you're having, you should just go ahead and kill yourself. See, you put an upbeat behind it, and it's not offensive. When you put in text, you can't show emotion in text.
Yeah.
But it was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Thanks, Decon.
Decon's got the hashtag. That's what I'm talking about. Dick move, Trex. Dick move. But I mean, my luck did turn around for me and all that. I finally got the Norseman head out freaking vengeance. I don't have to run any more tier 4 content ever again for the rest of my life.
Yes, you got that. You got that today, didn't you?
I got that yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But you're gonna still run me through this stuff, right?
I got alts. Yeah, I got alts that could probably I see. All right, see. I'm sure we'll get into talking about this here later with the update news and everything. But I'm on the fence on buying the style feeds because it gives me something to chase after with my alts.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I haven't decided on it yet. But yeah, more than likely. Plus, I've got other alts and all that I have not geared up yet. They're actually about the same gear level as you, I think.
Even better.
Yeah. Even better.
All right, so going into the rest of our show as we're waiting for that other person still. I thought they would have fixed it by now, but apparently these people who have Windows 8 have Windows 8. Still love you, though. So let's first go into the dislike button is back. It's back on the forums. So happy.
Yeah, dislike button is back on the forums.
I saw a person that had 20 dislikes.
Insult the person that you're quoting. You can dislike their original post.
Exactly. I'd rather hit the dislike button than have to waste my time and type in how much hate I have for them. It's like, oh, you have something I definitely you just don't sound smart when you're typing. Oh, dislike button. Oh, I don't have to type anything. I feel great. That's how I feel. I feel so much better.
So of course now we're gonna get the the posts on the forums now though. It's like, really 5 dislikes and no comments on why.
That's true.
You really want me to just talk about how what I didn't like your idea? I mean, granted, there's some people out there that'll just like go on there and just like not only completely put you down completely on the forums for your idea, but then they'll go elsewhere through other mediums, just talk about how stupid you are. So
it's very true.
I don't know. I think a dislike button is probably a good thing.
I can dig it. I can dig it. So that was honestly a big shock to me when I popped onto the forums this week and saw that. And I was like, oh, dislike button's back. Let me open up the format, type in that. That's going to be the first thing I talk about in the news. Dislike button is back. Stress-free Trex is a happy Trex. And today it was just nothing but stress. And that was because of one, I was reading the forums, and two, I was just stressing about real life stuff. So, moving on. For the PlayStation 4, 60 frames per second. How do you like it? Can your TV handle it?
It took a little bit to get used to. Oh yeah. My TV can handle it fine. It takes a little bit to get used to. Because things like it just seems like you're obviously you're moving faster. It feels like everything's a lot crisper, clear, and quicker. So
Yes.
you're able to see things a lot sooner and everything. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Good. There's numerous videos talking about the comparison between the 60 frames and the normal 30 frames. And as a PC player, I want to say to all the PlayStation 4 players, welcome to 60 frames per second. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope to see more games for your console that are 60 frames per second. Now, I don't run with 60 frames per second just because it's for my recording quality. 60 frames on a 720p, for me, it's just not worth it. So I stick it at 30. But it's okay. But welcome, all of you. Welcome. It's going to be a glorious future for you all. And was there something else I wanted to talk about before we moved in? No, it's not. Excuse me. So, the forums have a new section called the Work in Progress. Now, the purpose of this forum is for you guys to, us in the community council, we sometimes get we hear some stuff ahead of you guys, but of course we can't talk about it, and we will not talk about it. But this is pretty much how the devs will treat it for the community, for you guys to understand their process and what they're going on, and which is why it's called Work in Progress. You guys, the community, wanted to give the devs feedback on certain things coming in DLCs. You guys wanted this. They gave it to you, and now a majority of you guys just pooped all over it. Instead of being really concise about it and giving feedback, there's feedback with hate.
Being constructive.
Hate. Yeah, there's no constructivity. There's
no
none.
Constructivity. You guys are killing the game.
That's not constructive. It's just not.
Buy hard light DPS.
Is that your internet voice? Is that your internet troll voice? That guy?
Oh, you don't want to hear my internet troll voice.
My buddy Stevie B has one, and it's hilarious.
You don't want to hear my internet troll voice.
Okay.
It's similar to my voice that I use for my daughter whenever she's being a little gripey.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. So, with
you
the work,
don't want to hear my internet troll voice, Dad. Guys are killing hard light DPS, Dad. Let's go.
God, Dad. Hello, the bear. So this forum is going to be served when the devs are coming up with something like, say, like this with the Weapon Mastery stuff. They announced it. It's like, all right, so here's the information that we're going by it. We want your feedback on how this is pretty much like that. I want to treat the Work in Progress kind of like that alpha build, kind of like the alpha before it goes into the test server, because you're giving them feedback to something that's it's not an early development, but it's something that they can try and fit stuff in, and then.
Folks, keep in mind, all right, when they showed this live stream, right, all they had, the only weapon they had done anything with the Weapon Mastery stuff with was brawling. And he had just finished it Friday before.
Yeah, exactly. So, everybody was really wanting to see other weapons, but all he had was brawling and martial arts ready to go. So, and I can see a lot of this being, as long as it stays constructive, because, oh my god, this, again, I did not read the Weapon Mastery section. I think Superpatriot is going to take a foothold into that because he's read more of that than me, and you've pretty much stayed towards hearing the responses of the devs and what the devs had to say. Not.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That thread is a freaking ticking time bomb for my lifespan on the forums in this game. if
Okay.
I read anything other than a green name on there, I'm probably going to freaking snap. Just because I've read some of the responses, I've been in conversations with a couple of people in game about this, and it's just,
I know.
I'm not trying, all right, everybody out there, right? Like I posted up a video talking about it, telling everybody calm down, keep calm, so, calm down about because. I mean, they said they're making changes and stuff. I mean, they're not taking, clippings not being removed. Jump canceling's not being taken out of the game, right? They're just tweaking stuff. There's, changing things up a little bit.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I think we got.
Heard that. It's like.
I think we got our person ready. Let's see if we can get this in. Hold on. Let me actually. I'm gonna call him. Oh, he needs to add me to freaking add the contacts. God darn you. I'm trying to get our special person in here. Thank you, Ivy. I will need to hop on and do that. Let's see. Sorry, excuse me. So, I'm sorry. I apologize for putting you. Oh, sorry. Oh, darn it. Why the hell did I do that? How I get back? Alright, I'm not sure what happened there. My apologies.
You put me on hold, that's what happened.
I didn't mean to.
Didn't even have the freaking,
Shush.
horrible music or anything.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, hold on. He's trying to call me, and he doesn't understand that I have to call him.
And these guys are PC players?
No. Wait, yes. Well,
yeah.
Sorry. Shush.
Yeah, Gentleman Wolf, I agree with you. I'm sure everybody was expecting something different. I was expecting something different. I was expecting something that was like similar along the lines of what they're presenting to us, what they're giving us, but what they presented isn't exactly what I was looking at. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of other folks too are looking, they're the same way. But at the same time, I mean, I was like, like I said, we saw like an alpha build of one weapon for it. This is like a couple of months down the road before we actually see it on the test server even. So I think people need to calm down. I mean, people were latching on to like, part of a sentence. When Yen said that you guys aren't going to be able to jump cancel, boy, everybody stopped listening. And did not hear him say, like you have been. Because, it's... I got into a huge argument with somebody the other day over this. Just trying to calm him down and get him to understand that, he hadn't listened to the whole thing. He's like, no, he said he's taking it out. He said they're taking it out. I'm like, no, they didn't. I was like, you didn't listen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Silver, I'm picking up medicine for my cough tomorrow. Because I'm just going to have to just take some stuff. But we, is this 103? I can't remember if this was 103 or 102. It's bad at me, I know. I'm bad. Alright, so let me grab this person real fast. We're going to add him to the call. Hopefully my internet doesn't crash. Super Toad, you there?
I might be.
Yay!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Not be.
Is Senora Sparkles? Is she still online? I think Grid told me she went offline. Are you actually like you're not a Skype user? I'm sorry. Let's see if she's still online.
I'm not familiar with your newfangled internet communication devices.
Don't be going all Austin on us.
I can't help it, man.
The Revengeance are giddy with excitement. That's
I know. I want to try and get you. I want to try.
I think he's trolling y'all.
Hold on, I'm getting.
You think?
I
think?
would. I would.
That'd be so mean. So mean. Sparkles, you there? Hopefully she got her mic set up. I'm crossing my fingers she got her mic set up. I'm really shocked. You guys are PC users and you never used Skype before?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Can y'all hear
Sparkles!
me?
There we go.
I can.
Hey, no, I use Skype, but my Windows 8 is the devil. Like literally, it is the devil, and I have not.
That's another thing I don't understand. You guys are PC users. You guys are PC players. All of your gaming is done on the PC. One can't figure out Skype, and the other one doesn't know how to work Windows 8.
Hey.
To be fair, I hate Windows 8 so much that I use it as little as possible.
Amen, sister.
I just play the games and draw my cartoons on the computer.
That's all you need.
I still use a phone. What that to talk to people.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm really happy. I want to thank Michael Grid out there. I'm sorry I couldn't get you on the call too. I don't want my internet to crash through all this awesomeness. But I have two members of the Revengeancers. We got Senorita Sparkles and Super Toad.
Howdy.
Sup, guys?
And and the reason we have them here is because on FNL, at the end of FNL, they announced something that's dearly true to our hearts, that the Revengeancers have been propaganding. Is that a word? Propaganding? I'm going with it.
Using the word "our" a little loosely there.
Fine.
Text, but go ahead.
Well, I'm using R because the majority is here for that trinket.
I would have used the word harassing, but propaganda works.
Yeah, harassing would have been a very appropriate word.
But harassing. We never called names. We drew them pictures. Does it get much nicer than that? Really?
Indeed, we drew pretty
So
pictures, not just
You
pictures.
guys did all the concept artwork and everything for them, basically, is what you're saying.
I even drew out what the unicorn trinket would look like in action.
Yes.
I mean, we should know what the unicorn trinket will look like when it is released.
Yes. So
I was halfway expecting them to announce that we were getting a unicorn-based lair item, like a head on a wall mount, like the Halloween heads.
Blasphemy!
To
Blasphemy!
be honest, that would have
To
been
be honest,
awesome.
I would have been happy with that. But they said
Tell them
trinket,
don't say
so
that. If they watch this and
I
you
mean-
say that, they will backtrack.
I mean, we want our trinket, man.
yes. And I'm really upset that they actually teased us so much about it, because I felt Jens didn't want to actually say anything. Didn't want to say anything at the end of it. He was like, "We got it's 5:59. We gotta get out of here." And like, no, we have a minute. We could tell them. It's like, fine.
And when it started, I said, okay, guys, you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to, like, tease us all the way through, and then at the very end, they're going to be like, hey, we have 30 seconds left. Let's talk about the unicorn trinket.
She did. She called it.
Yes.
And so when he did, I almost started crying because I was right, but then I was also crying because we had, like, 30 seconds, and that was it.
And I'd like to thank Odyssey for not deciding to start the challenge at level 46. That was awful kind of them. They could have gone 46, then 47, then 48. It could have been a 4-hour FNL, and I appreciate them not doing that.
That's what actually shocked me most about tonight's episode was it was a PvE challenge, and it ended on time. I
Well,
thought
what
I
shocked
had.
What shocked me was that it was an Odyssey PvE challenge, and they only got to 85 or 86 or whatever it was.
It was 85, I believe.
That I don't know what. It's
That
an off
surprised
night.
me, too.
It's got to be an off night for them. I mean, it was what 1, 2 o'clock in the morning over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it lateness. So I'm gonna call it. Put an asterisk by it and just say it's super late.
Very super late.
No disrespect to the others.
Well, even if the other groups have said that you can't see, they were having trouble seeing, the issues on the floor, that makes a big difference when you're fighting all that stuff and suddenly you're dead because you can't see what's on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone's been
I
saying
see
that.
what's
No
on
one
the
can see
floor
that
all the
stuff.
time on my PS4 now. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He
Well, we're
just
too busy
got 60
installing-
frames per second, so.
Yeah, we're too busy installing Skype to see that stuff. So
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can update my Windows 8 now. It's gonna crash. I just know it's gonna crash. Hate it.
But yeah, I think they were talking about the red reticule or the red circles on the ground, which wouldn't that be Avatar of Tech's Bunker Buster?
Yeah,
Is that
that's what it is.
Yeah, Tech's got 2 bunker busters. One's a single target, the red one that goes around. Usually it's around the tank if the tank's got the aggro. And then there's the
orange one.
Yeah, a big AoE orange one. Which, if you're flying and he targets it on you, the people below you don't know that. It's up there.
Yeah.
All right, so before we wrap this up, because we gotta move on with other heavy hitter topics, just a couple things. One, do you guys have red auras?
Of course.
All right, green auras. I'm sorry, green auras.
Oh no, we don't have that kind of money.
Or luck.
Or luck. That's what I was looking for. Was the luck.
Mostly money.
And how are you guys liking Game Update 34?
I'm really enjoying it. I like it. I'm sorcery, so I'm enjoying my new little man who follows me around and kills stuff.
And she's also enjoying her pet too.
Oh, Toad.
Just had to give it away, didn't you, Toad? Well, if we were talking about that, he'd probably do a little bit more than just kill stuff.
I'm nature, so I don't notice updates at all.
You guys got an update though. You guys got a tweak to your power gun. You guys
they
less than 12 seconds now.
They put all the dots at 12 seconds, and they put the upload or the uptime and the downtime on Carnage 12 seconds each, and that's super keen. I mean, it's up there. So I'm competitive with Rage and Celestial.
Yeah, well,
unless
I'm just gonna say, as a former Fire user, don't talk to me about not getting any love in any updates.
Everyone knows Fire is messed up. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Everyone knows it. I don't know what it's pretty. I'll give you that.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty.
It's gorgeous.
If you want to light up the fireplace in the lair, then Fire's the way to go.
Yep. Throw a little absorb heat down on there.
If you want to go from the Brainiac ship to level 30, Fire's the way to go. If you want to do anything past 30, no, not so much. Try.
Fire's good for tier 4, up to tier 4, but once after that, I mean,
I don't know what it is.
And the alerts, yeah. Fire would be good for the tier 5 alerts, but that's the raids is pushing it. Nexus.
I don't know. Look, they're doing a really good job. They're addressing things as soon as they can. They've got a ton of stuff in the back burner. I've never heard of a game where the developers interact like this. So I'm excited. I enjoy it. And we're getting something with a unicorn in it. So I mean, it's a win-win either way.
Done.
Oh, go ahead, Toad.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I really didn't think they were actually going to give us anything with a unicorn. Like, I thought they would tease, and they'd be like, oh, you silly Revengeancers. No unicorn for you. So I'm pretty excited.
We thought we were all going to tune in, and at the end, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, about that unicorn trinket? Suck it, Revengeancers.
Yeah.
But they didn't, so...
I am very happy that I am a supporter of the unicorn agenda. I have been since day one with Revengeancers, so I am very happy that your propaganding worked.
Propaganding,
harassment,
lobbying, whatever you want. Thanks, Ivy.
verbal abuse. I believe one of you guys was at SOE Live with a inflatable hammer.
That was Zikarak. That was the...
Yeah, with unicorn trinket written on it.
It worked, Z! It worked!
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Like almost a year later, it worked.
That's the Teddy Roosevelt School of Diplomacy, kids.
So, now, I'm sure Toad's coming back to SOE Live, right?
Sure.
Sparkles, what about you? We're going to see you there this year?
I am really going to try to be there this year.
That means no, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's better than last year, which was an absolutely, I can't go. So see, we're working up in stages. Now I'm going to try to go.
Now you're going to try.
The quicker we get a unicorn trinket, the quicker she'll decide.
There we go.
Well, what I was planning on doing if I could go was getting one of those big unicorn masks. You know, like the headpieces. Get those, like all of their forum postings, and just sit there and point at Jens the whole time. I'm watching.
That's creepy.
Well, you know, if we're stalker at the stalker level, then this is the next obvious step for me, guys. Next obvious step. Unicorn helm. I got it. Amazon, $28.
Wow, she's definitely looked at this. She has done her homework.
It's been researched.
I am much prepared.
Well, I want to thank Super Toad and Senorita Sparkles for hopping onto the show to give this kind of update on the unicorn trinket. Thanks, Des, for bringing this in. You've made our night with this. Thank you.
Yes,
Now
thank
let's hurry up and see this. So, you guys have a wonderful night. Stay for the rest of the show because we're going to be talking about their weapon mastery now and the lovely, lovely forums.
All right, thanks, Trex. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks for having us.
Later, guys.
Take care.
Oh.
Well, you had them go through all that headache of working out Skype, working out Windows 8, just for being on the show for 10 minutes.
That was 10 minutes of prime time gloriousness. I don't know about you, but they're even more famous.
Let's go back to my new segment, Trex's dick move of the week.
What? It's bad enough Decon tweeted it to us.
Oh, you're awesome, Decon.
Come on, we love my Revengeancers. Love them. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk. Before we do the weapon mastery stuff, excuse me, let's talk a little bit about the other stuff that's on the work in progress forums, all right? First thing I want to bring up is the marketplace amenities. Now, I'm opening up the thread right now so I can, and if you guys have any questions about this stuff, keep these questions constructive, and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. I know we didn't do an Ask DCUO. I'll go ahead and actually do a quick one. Will Superpatriot ever be a Legends character? I hope so. I mean,
a bunch of, hassling, if the entire league can free control and harass the entire,
Listen to this.
Crank it into the game. Can I have a Legends tune?
You are something.
Or at least give me my sharpshooter legs.
Just give him the sharpshooter legs. That would be all I ask. That would be it. So with these marketplace amenities, the base amenities that we got from Home Turf, that you got from the collections, the R&D station, the mailbox, the bank, R&D vendor, the respec vendor or respec station, all of that are going to be sold for station cash or loyalty points on the marketplace. What the price is, we're not really sure. They haven't said what the price is, but they just announced that this is a work in progress. Now, there are, of course, I'm actually really shocked that I have seen more positive posts about this than the negative. And that does shock me. But let me also say that Captain Liberty has said later on in the post that there will be a new amenity that they'll introduce in the next few months. You'll be able to earn it in-game or purchase it on the marketplace. He's going to hope to talk about that and also another base system tweak in the next month or so. So that's something to look forward to. So
base system tweak is we can put more amenities down in one layer. That'd be awesome.
I could probably see that by now. I mean, I understand why they haven't done that because, you need to get a deed. No, they want to push the deed sales. I understand it. I mean, I have 2 bases. I've done it. But I think maybe I think upping the minimum of 4 or the maximum to 4, maybe up it to 6. Would 6 hurt or anything?
I think 6. Yeah, I mean 5 or 6. I think would be good. I don't know. I was saying, plus we're not. You and I don't even know, or anybody really, except for the devs. If that is something that would break the layers. If there's
True.
a reason why we can only put 4 down.
It's very true. Very true.
You know, because I mean, there's lots of options for places to put them. You know.
Yep.
So,
Now, with this thread, like I said, there's been a lot of feedback from players, and the first things I've seen from the players was, holy crap, now I can get these on my alts, and I don't have to, and I can get these on my alts. Awesome. That was literally the first ones I have seen that people were really positive about it. Now, and Superpatriot and I, we didn't get heated talking about it today.
We had a healthy debate.
It was a very healthy debate. It was very healthy, and
you're wrong, but we had a healthy debate.
Thanks, I think. So, and it comes down to something that to the point of where MMOs are coming from now, and with all games, it comes to the point of time. Time is money. Time is a finite resource, as the words from Smedley, who is the president of SOE. I think he's the president. I know he's Smedley. I know he's the top guy.
Guy.
He is the guy. He's that guy.
The big cheese.
Swiss.
Where's you can get that scene from Airplane?
Right?
Robert Stack. The head honcho, the big cheese, the man in charge.
Surely.
El numero uno.
So let me go ahead and break this down. This isn't a cash grab. This isn't pay to win. For the people who say pay to win, you don't know what pay to win is. Go play Star Trek Online and come back to me. All right?
Yeah, this in no way is pay to win. All right? I mean, it's like I'm not as excited about this as everybody else is, but this is not pay to win. I mean, you don't get feats for for having the amenities. All right, you don't get feats for unlocking the the collections like some individual. Kind of nice.
I know you are. I know.
Suggested in the thread. These are just they are a convenience item. They are a convenience item. So, I mean, and frankly, I mean. So, I've had, the discussion, the debate me and Trex had about it earlier today. He was like, I need that practice dummy. I'm like, why? There's a bunch of them in the war room in the watchtower.
Okay, for my videos, I need that private sparring target. I need it. I love the other people around me. I do love you guys. I do. But for the love of God, I'm trying to do stuff, and everyone else is hitting it, and it's messing up my numbers. I can't focus. It's like, what am I doing wrong? That's like the only amenity I actually wanted. The collection. That's the collection I wanted to complete. Like, I got the R&D vendor. Awesome. I don't mod. Get out of my face.
No, I will say on the PS3. I mean, I'm not going to say they were essential. But they were an extreme convenience because it was like 2 less loading screens you had to go through.
Yes.
Depending on where you were at. Or 1 less loading screen you had to go through. So, I mean, you just, go to your lair and all that. You could, make your bites, make your mod, put stuff in your bank, repair, buy sodas, respec, all that stuff. I mean, they're fantastic. I love mine. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. I mean, somebody here suggested making the collection ones account bound. I don't think they're going to do that. It would be nice, but at the same time, I just gave access to all of my tunes to my mains lairs.
That's very true as well. That's very true.
And my heroes and my villains. So, I mean, it's like, I'm on my villain, and I need to go buy some sodas, or I need to repair, or I want to respec. I can just go into one of my hero lairs and do it. Because, you can take your villains can go into hero lairs, heroes can go into villain lairs. I'm stopping by Decon's lair tonight to kick crap out.
So, and like we said, it's a convenience item. For me, I get to end a little bit of what we talked about today. I work a full-time job from 8 to 5. I hate my job, but that's beside the point. I try to do better, and I try to whatever. But I'm at my job. I can't play the game. When I get home, without the responsibilities of my YouTube channel, without the responsibilities of my other podcast, of this podcast, I have about maybe 6 hours to have to myself. And for a lot of people, 6 hours would probably be a lot of time. For me, it's not. Because I have DCUO, I have Smite, I have people that apparently want to hang out with me. I don't know why, but they apparently want me to have a social life.
He's squishy and he's not that good. Why? Why are you guys hassling him?
I know, right? But I mean, my playtime is very limited, and I don't farm. I hate to farm from my old school MMO days. So, and I can tell you right now, I have done my farming in this game. I really have. I have done. I mean, like I said, I have the R&D vendor. I have the soda vendor. I think I already had the soda vendor. I have other amenities that I've worked to get those collections. I'm very happy, very proud I got those collections by farming. Now, when this comes out, for the people who did farm, this isn't about them just shoving in your face that you did all this work and it means nothing. That's not the point. You guys worked hard for it. Congratulations. This is now a convenience for those who either don't want to do it or they're for their alts. For me, or lazy. If that's the case, then I am certainly in that lazy category. Because I cannot spend my time. If I want to play the game, I want to play the game. I want to go out there and do my alerts, do some raids. I don't want to spend my 2 hours, if that's the case, of me playing, 2 hours of me running around Metropolis or Gotham looking for collections and looking for exos.
I have a question for you in regards to that. How much Burlwood do you have?
Oh, I haven't played Landmark since last week.
Oh.
Oh, trust me, I have got. I have had. I know where you're going with this, you little bastard, but I'm telling Daddy-O. I'm telling him so bad.
You're playing an alpha of a game that makes you go out and farm. You have to go out and farm.
Yeah, for some reason, that's really fun to me. I'm not really sure why. I think it's mainly because I can actually build stuff. I'm not sure.
It's farming exos and collections, right? You need to do it in the PvP phase, and you need to eviscerate your foes over. I mean, seriously, that exo bit that you had to fight for is the best exo bit in the game.
Gotcha.
Collection, you know what? That collection may have been a Coates Boulevard, but you know what? You beat somebody for that Coates Boulevard collection.
I'm not sure how I like your phrasing of that. Like, I beat someone for this. Woo! I'm so sorry, officer. I am so sorry. But it's mine. I earned this. I beat the snot out of that guy.
Exactly.
But
you need to take the Conan. You need to take the Conan approach to this game.
That's
things
true.
That are best in life.
That's true. But these amenities are going to be on the marketplace soon. Not really. Probably, maybe the next update. Don't quote me on that, but that's I can see them being the next update. But these are a convenience. I'm not really sure of the price. What was your price expectation be for? Let's just say. Yeah, I do.
You
Yeah.
don't want to ask. You really don't want to ask me that
Well,
question.
I have to ask.
All right. Well, I mean, let's look at it. The armories are 600 a pop, so I could see 600 each for each.
Yeah. Okay. I could see that.
Personally, though, my biased opinion on it, I'd rather see 1,000 for each.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
Because I mean, like we discussed before and all that, and
Yeah.
You pointed out and you said, that sounds kind of like ego talking there, and well, I'm sorry, it kind of is. Having all the amenities and being able to put them down in your layers, it's kind of a status, thing. All right, so you accomplish something in the game, not necessarily because you put the time into it. Maybe I mean, I spent time and a lot of in-game cash to get the collections, to complete the collections to get all my amenities. And for the longest time and all that, for my league especially, it's like my league, my lairs were like the unofficial league base. For everybody in Metro and in Gotham, because I had all the amenities and I had them down in my lairs, and people could go in there and they could do whatever they needed to do with those amenities in there. It's a status thing. I mean, so I completed the collections to earn these amenities. All right, I didn't have to pay for them. So I mean, for me, I mean, I that's why I'm not crazy about it. I mean, I'm not against them, putting them on there really, but I'm not crazy about the idea.
Yeah.
Simply because I mean, I put in the time. I put in the time to this. I mean, why should just because a player may be new, or a player hasn't been able to put in the time, or isn't willing to put in the time. I mean, because you flat out said it's not that you really don't have the time to farm. You just don't want to.
Oh no, I hate farming. I see no enjoyment in farming on DCUO, but in Landmark, I will say I like to mine. I don't
chopping down a tree is real freaking entertaining.
Oh no. Chopping I'm not sure how it is, but the chopping down a tree is horrible. Everyone on Alpha agrees. It's freaking horrible. But when you mine an ore, I'm not sure why, it's just really fun. I can mine ore all day. I'm not sure why, it's freaking insane to me. Maybe it's because I need this stuff to build my house. I'm not 100%. But with DCUO, I just don't feel like farming the exhibits or the collections, because, I mean, I guess with that stuff, it's kind of a random, instead of exactly what you're going to get. It's just a random collection, random exhibit. I'm not sure, but in DCO, I see no fun in that farming. In Landmark, I'm not going to say it's truly fun, but it's a necessity that I have to. But the wood chopping is freaking unbelievable, just horrible. The mining, I like to mine. I would stream for 5 hours mining if it. Actually, I probably wouldn't. It'll probably be like 2 hours.
Yeah, but see, But getting back to what I was saying, I was like, it's a status thing. I mean, when we start putting in stuff like the amenities, the marketplace, people don't have to go out and farm the collections anymore. Okay, so what's next? I mean, what are we going to get next? So I brought up a couple of items. The Helm of OP. Are we going to end up throwing that on the marketplace soon? What about one of the rings? What about that Patriot utility belt? That was the top reward for the recruitment thing on a PC. Is that eventually going to get put on? Are those things eventually going to get put on the marketplace?
No, because those right there are items that are beneficial to literally stats in the game. They're not. Those items are not cosmetic. Those are just. I mean, those are items
but
that
the amenities aren't cosmetic either, and the amenities take probably just about as much time to complete as getting the Helm of OP or one of the rings. And the belt, forget about the belt, that recruitment process got abused.
Yes, it did. It really did. But at the same time, like you said, I really want the sparring target for my base, but there's sparring targets in the Watchtower and Hall of Doom. There's R&D stations in the safe houses and everywhere.
Yep.
My respec station is there as well. These are convenient items. Now, at the same time, if you want to complete, there are feats for the home turf collections, aren't there? There are feats for those, right?
No, there's no feats for the home turf.
Okay, so they actually brought that back with Sons of Trigon and War of the Light.
No, actually, there's no feats for any of those. The last time we had feats for investigations, briefings, and collections was Battle for Earth.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I was getting a little confused. I mean, if they still want to farm, then farm. There's nothing stopping you. If you don't want to buy them, farm them. If you don't want to farm them, then buy them. You now have an option. You now can play your way. If it might be an off day, that's like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I got my R&D scanners. Thanks to questing. Thank you. Let's go ahead and just rock out 2 hours of me going around Arkham Asylum and just trying to grab some stuff. Then I will. But if I don't want to, then I have the option to go. It is just options. It's giving us options, and that's what players apparently don't want. I mean, I completely understand
I don't
too.
want there to be options. It's not that I don't want there to be options. I was, Daddy-O's in the chat. I know he can agree with me because we were involved in another conversation about this and about making things easier for players and all that. As opposed to, I mean, so what do I get out of this? I mean, like I said, yeah, okay, I could possibly buy them for my alts, but why would I when I've got access to my lair on all of my alts? So what do I get out of actually putting in all the time for these? Okay, I don't have to buy them, but I mean, like Smed said, time is not, is finite.
Yeah.
So what reward do I get for my time in the effort that I put into completing them?
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. So
they're wanting us to talk about the recovery kits. They've been like jacking away in the freaking chat here about the recovery.
Oh,
kits.
have they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you thought the amenities were bad, the recovery kits were. This was the thread that was kind of borderline between liking it and disliking it, and okay. So what are the kits that are available in the game? Is it just called exceptional? Or is there like another one?
They're the ones that you get that yield the most reward are the exceptional recovery kits.
Okay.
They give you a 66 to 100% return on the mod that you are recovering.
Okay. So, let me tell you right now, I have seen 3 exceptional recovery kits on my person, only 3, since they came out with kits. People,
it was an origin crisis.
Yeah, people have said that the drop rate has lowered. I have not seen a difference, folks. I really have not.
Sometimes, I mean, I've seen it fluctuate. Sometimes I'll run content, tier 5 content, and I won't get a single one. For like I'll get maybe 2 in a week with all tier 5 that I run. I've had other times where I've ran through all tier 5 content in a week and I'll get like 6 of them. It fluctuates. I mean, it's random. It's a random chance and everything. For some people, they drop like freaking candy. For other people, they just don't. I mean, it's like
candy.
The exceptional recovery kits, they're very useful and everything like that because you're guaranteed a much higher yield return on them than you are even if you have the tier 5 recovery kit plan purchased.
Yeah, I have one in my inventory right now that I have just not gone over to the forums, or I'm sorry, to the broker and put on sold because I don't need it. I just don't. It serves no purpose to me because I don't mod, and the mods I do have, they're all synthetic, so it's like whatever. But we have the exceptional that drops occasionally. I'll go with occasionally. But now they are bringing out this total recovery kit that will recover 100% of the exabytes used to create the mod. They're adding it to the marketplace. One, we don't know the price still. Do you? Let's start with this. What do you think the price would be? Your guess.
Honestly, if they price these at more than 100 station cash or marketplace cash, I don't think people are going to be very receptive to them.
I was really thinking about this. I really was, because I was thinking 100 too. 100 would be my expectation, and then I would go with 200 would be my that out there max. 200 would be my max, but 100 is my expectation.
If they went in a PAX style like they did with armories,
yeah,
I could see them. One's for 200, and then you get like 4 for 300. Something like that.
I could see that too.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Well,
4 for 500.
Your math is wrong, but I got you. I got you there. I got you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they have that. They can't overprice these because one, people will just hold off for the exceptional recovery kits. But one thing about these total recovery kits is, and this is going to be like a godsend for all the people that have actually completed out their gatherer feats, which I have not yet. So I'm still farming, but in the same stance, I'm getting close. Every day I get a little bit closer. So yeah, yeah, this is like a godsend. I was actually talking to a friend of mine in game and all that, and I was asking, I was like, because I was trying to get some ideas for reactions to all this stuff and everything from a couple people, and I was talking to one friend. And I was like, how do you feel about the total recovery kits? Oh, please, when?
and that's what's puzzling me about this, because I read it.
It cracks me up though, because this person, like, if they're not doing anything in the game, they are out farming. They never sit still in the game. So like, even like in between PvP queues, man, they're picking up exobits. We're putting together a raid group and everything. They're going around picking up exobits. I mean, they're just like constantly freaking farming. But it also cracked me up too, because they were unlocking their feats on their alt Tuesday, and they got really pissed off because they couldn't go straight to the 25,000 gather feat and unlock it. You had to progress through all those feats, and they were like, I'm not buying, I'm not buying 10 gather feats. I will just go farm like 1,000 and then I'll start buying.
That honestly, and I know we're drifting off a little bit, but speaking of that unlocking thing real fast, I was looking at my villain tune because I can unlock some stuff there. I'm like, sweet, I can unlock stuff, and I saw I can unlock the exploration stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. Am I crazy? No, I can easily do that.
I know. I was like, one of the other guys in my league, he logged onto his tune. He's like, all right, I'm gonna log onto my league. On my alt. I don't have it in the league yet. Because I think it was like level 19. He's like, could you invite it in the league? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I invited in the league, right? And we're sitting there playing, and all of a sudden I just start seeing, Tomorrow District, Midtown. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I'm like,
all right, look.
You could literally set your tune to start flying around the city, right? While you're in the menu, in the deeds tab, unlocking other feats and completing those feats.
Yes.
Those exploration feats.
Now, see, I'm lazy, but I'm not that lazy. Those exploration feats would be done.
You can walk into the Kondak raid and get your exploration feat done in there. And just
if
for it.
If you are if you're a flyer, I should say, if you're a flyer or acrobatics.
Super speed. You could do it super speed or acro.
Man, I got my ass chewed. But at the same time, I'm a bad runner. But anyways, the total recovery kits. I'm actually shocked that you're a little okay with it. Not to say that's a bad thing.
Well, like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting to the point where my feet's almost complete. So I'm not going to have to go farming much anymore. Okay. So when I do go farming, all right, it's going to be to make mods to sell on the broker.
Okay. No, that's very true.
Right.
Very true.
And but I mean, when I'm not doing anything in the game, I probably will go farm. I'll probably be just like my friend of mine in the game. I'll go farm for bits while I'm waiting for a group to get put together, or I'm waiting for a queue to pop or something. I'll go farm bits. Just store away, squirrel them away, and use them for whenever, because I mean, we got another with the next DLC, we're getting a new set of tier gear. We're more likely going to be getting a new tier of plans as well, which are going to cost more than the 15 exobytes that we currently use for the tier 5 plans. So,
okay,
thinking ahead, folks. Thinking ahead, just like the squirrels, man. You got to store your nuts for winter.
Okay, that works.
No bullshit. Winter is still here, and what? Oh my God!
Do you have sunshine and warm skies too?
I had 40 freaking degrees last week, and then I go outside and it's -2 this morning. -2.
I don't know about you, but it's been in the 70s down here. I declare. I could be wearing shorts all day if it wasn't for the wind chill. But okay, so the total recovery kits. There have been, I have a couple of things, remarks from people. One of them is actually from our good friend Magician. For a total recovery kit, they should allow you to retrieve the mod itself, not just the exhibits used. How do you feel about that little suggestion? Not just the bits, but to recover the actual mod. Do you see that just having the mod
completely?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what they're going to be intended for.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. It was his suggestion.
Suggestion? No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I mean, because then you got people won't be salvaging anymore. So there's going to be no more needing FE5s. There's going to be no more needing simple or complex materials. And honestly, I mean, who out there has really completed their salvage feats? All the salvage feats. I know I haven't.
That's true. Okay. And then, of course, this one comes in. I doubt this will be anything more than a money grab. I have no intention of participating in this. That is why this is a convenience.
People crack me up.
You don't have to participate.
Devs, why are you trying to make money off this game? Why? I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. It's crazy. It's a crazy idea.
I had somebody talking about, somebody was in chat the other day and say, I'm just laughing at the bank and all that and their mansions and everything. I'm like, really? Really? In their mansions, people? Come on.
Yeah, I agree.
Shame on you for wanting to make money off this game.
Shame indeed.
Shame upon you and your houses.
So
man, in the sky.
Now, I want to come out with. I'm going to skip one of them because I just didn't pay attention. Because actually, I'll say it. This comes in. If this game becomes easier, it won't be worth playing recovery kits altogether. Are a mistake for the game. Not to mention there are feats based on farming bits, so where does that leave us? Stop trying to squeeze every dime you can out of people, devs, and just let us play. There is a response. Hold on. There's a response to this. Because that was a quote.
Is it a green name?
No.
Okay,
but it's still funny. This response actually comes from someone I like on the forums sometimes. Helvetica on the forums. This person says, nothing is stopping you from farming if you want to. Farm. Don't dictate how others spend their time in game time, though. I'm more than happy to pay for a convenience of not having to farm as much. Boom. Boom. Don't dictate. Don't throw it in our faces. It's none of your business on how we do things. None. It's how the player is. It does not affect you, you silly person.
See, the reason why this doesn't bother me is because I know there are people out there that don't like the farm exobits. I mean, I know you don't like to. I know our buddy Soar on the community council, he hates farming.
Yes, he does. I thought I hated it. This dude puts a passion.
I think I saw him reply in a comment one time to something. I can't remember what form it was on. He replied in a comment to something, and it's like they were talking about like progression of gear or something like that, and he brought up farming. It was like, I mean, only slightly had something to do with the topic again, and he's like, I hate farming.
And in this last comment I grabbed is from Bumbling Bee, who is an amazing guy, funny dude to talk to as well. I can't wait to see him back at SOE Live. He comes in. These are and this is the best. This was like maybe a multiple. It was like short paragraphs, but it was still multiple. But I wanted to grab this part because it explains it very well. These recovery kits don't give you an advantage. They just allow you to be lazy. I'll go with it. Or if you have short on time. See, he puts that or in there. Plus, everything can be acquired in game, as long as they don't change anything about the game, about the in-game parts. This is not the definition. This is not in the definition of pay to win. Now, as I will repeat it one more time, because I know our trusted listeners know this. Maybe if new listeners don't. Pay to win means that you have to buy something on the marketplace to get ahead in the game. That is not in the game already as point. And I will, because I have no choice but to use this as an example, because people have actually abused the system. The Patriotic Utility Belt, honestly, it is... These people chose it to make it a pay-to-win scenario. They chose it by dropping $250. They chose it. They made it a pay-to-win for that belt. I myself, I'm in that recruitment program. I'm not going to dump $250 of my own money. I'm going to go buy the system that was in place and recruit my 25 people. And hopefully they spend money.
Let's and I'm not saying this to slope any of people that did do that, and are also YouTubers, and everything. But let's face facts. All right, out of anybody who is a YouTuber plays on the PC and part of that recruitment program, you are the only one that actually should have that belt, or could have feasibly gotten that belt legit first. And you still don't even have it.
That is very true. I have 6 people recruited, but they haven't spent a dime yet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 6 people have signed in. They haven't logged into the game, but 3 people are playing, but you haven't spent anything, and I'm hurt.
Buy Lex Luthor.
Please. But yeah, it's but I mean, those people made a pay-to-win scenario. If the amenities were not in the game and they were only on the marketplace, could that be a pay to win? It could be slightly there. Slightly. I'm not gonna give it to you. If these recovery kits were not in the game and you could only get them in the marketplace, okay, we're still slipping to that pay to win scenario, but at the same time, who would really want to use it? It's that right there. That's sliding towards that pay to win. It's sliding. This is not a pay-to-win game. Anybody that tells you that, please refer them to the definition of pay-to-win. You don't have to say anything. I will make a post on my website, on my Twitter, just bookmark it. Just bookmark it. And just copy and paste it and put it into the forum. If you see anyone using pay-to-win, reply to them, paste the definition, and wave, and just say, have a nice day. That's all you have to do. Because this game is not pay-to-win. And I haven't seen evidence, besides that patriotic belt that people have used, I haven't seen evidence of this.
There's a comment in the chat.
Oh, is there?
Steel's pay to win.
I am not going to dignify that with a response. Because I'm afraid.
Superman's not pay to win. That's for damn sure.
Oh, hell no, he's not. Oh. Lion Gale. Well, first thing, shout out to Lion Gale, another Revengeancer. A great person on the forum. She's her and I have been working really hard on the forums to make sure when anyone comes out talking about the combat mechanics, if they keep calling it PvP, Lion Gale and me are right there. We're right there with the response. These are combat mechanics, not PvP. Thank you. Have a good day. It's so funny. Love you, Lion Gale. Love you. You're great.
Come on. They did get the PvP out of your PvE. We can't use PvP gear in it. Zing!
So
moving on. Total recovery kits. I am not opposed to it. I think it's a good thing. I mean, as long as they're not overcharging the shit out of them. I don't think anybody's going to have really have an issue with it. Doesn't introduce a pay-to-win scenario. It makes it a lot easier for folks that don't like to farm. Makes it easier for folks that have already got their farming feats done and everything.
Then Lion Gale's a dude. I love him. I will show as much love as I can. You're a cat. There's a house full of cats, and I like some of them. So I'll add you to that list that I like. It's a short list. All right, so I feel like I should have probably went to go grab another drink for this talk. And I know we are gonna go long. And if you have stuck with us this far, kudos. It's just gonna get even longer now. Yeah. This past Monday, they did a live stream, like a 3, maybe 5 day notice of a live stream, that they were going to talk about the new mechanic for skill points coming in game DLC 10 Amazon Fury, which is the official title. And it is called Weapon Mastery. Okay? Weapon Mastery. This is... Well, first off, we had Tunzo, Yins, and Meps in the Mep Cave. And one, it's great to see Tunzo, as always. Alright, so Weapon Mastery is going to be using weapon combos to kind of switch weapons. You're not really switch weapons, but you're adding another weapon attack to the end of your combo. So that was kind of wow. Just a little bit. Did not expect that at all.
Yeah, I originally thought this whole thing, I mean, we've been teased it a little bit in the community council, and
he turned his mic off.
And we've been teased a little bit in the community council, and I originally thought it was going to be like a quick switch to another weapon.
Yeah, same here.
I thought it was going to be a quick switch. This is kind of along those lines, but just slightly different. As you're comboing into a different weapon.
Yes.
So I mean, and I think it's really cool. I think I'm going to have a lot more fun with Shield in this game, based off the spreadsheet they showed us there with different weapons that you can combo into from others. Because I love the Shield. I already have a lot of fun with the Shield. The Shield's probably one of the most fluid weapons in the game. And I just love it. I love it a lot. But yeah, Shield's supposed to combo into two-hander and dual pistol.
Oh, I got that list.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I got that list, and I will show you guys that list in a moment. But let's talk a little bit more about it. First off, the initial thread on the work in progress was 75 pages long. That was the initial post. I saw it. And thankfully, Meps ended it, because there's two conversations going on. And so Meps shut it down, and they were going to break it down to separate threads for everybody to help with. I was not going to read 75 pages, folks. I am sorry. Especially, that 75 pages, happened within maybe a 2-day span. That was long.
I skimmed the first 40, and I was done.
Yeah, it got crazy. So they split it off into two other ones where it went back to the weapon master stuff, and the other one was the combat balance routine that everybody was going with. Now, I also want to point out that they were wanting to keep all the conversations about the weapon mastery, the jump cancel we'll get into, and the combat balance, everything. They all wanted to keep it all in one place in the work in progress. So everybody on the Gotham City Journal forums, guess what? You talked about it, boom, it got shut down. Oh, it got shut down. Oh, you're mad because it got shut down. Why did you get mad? Because, you didn't know they're going to want to keep it over in that section. That's why they want to shut it down in the journal, because it's already being discussed over there. Don't have a discussion on over there in Island B when we're over here in City A.
Hey, Trex, can I just say one thing?
Sorry.
You don't have a green name on the forum, so you should leave that up to those guys.
That is very true. That is very true. I do not have a green name, and so I will step myself back from posting. Not like I do, because if I had the ability to shut it down, it'll be heartbeat shut down. But I will.
Me and Trex would make the worst GMs ever in this game.
I was a great moderator in a couple of forums, but with this right here, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll be able to hold back. But man, it'll take a lot of energy. But anyways, just keep everything in one section over in the work in progress, please.
Yeah, that's what the work in progress section is for, folks. Come on.
Yes. So I want to go through my notes a little bit here. So, one, all the trees are going to be updated, so to speak. If you notice that there is all the critical percentage innates, like the critical attack damage plus 4% or whatever, all of those are going to be in every tree. They're gonna like that's the middle tree with all those like +4 or anything. I think Tunzo was saying that those are going to be changing, where it's going to have like the critical attack damage is going to be in one of those abilities. So those innates are going to be on everything to try and even it out.
I'd rather see percentage bonuses than flat
Agreed.
base bonuses.
Agreed.
For all the
Agreed.
inmates.
Completely agree. So that's being done. I'm going through my list, so it's just going to be like all sorts of hecticness. They are adjusting jump canceling. So, as you know, I'm
keyword,
not.
Folks. Keyword. Adjusting.
Yes, they're not getting rid of it. For the love of God, they are not getting rid of it. There's no words. There's no transcript that says that they are getting rid of it. They are adjusting it. Just throwing it out there. I see a question here from Galaxy. Do you think it's going to be worth going all the way down those trees, stats wise? Soups, you still there? Or did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're just really quiet. Wow.
Honestly, you know what, Galaxy, I'll answer that question. I flat out think that yes, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. I mean, getting the innates and everything pertaining to your specific role, whatever role you're doing, is absolutely essential. You know, I mean, getting every single vit innate and every single dominate for if you're a controller, it's essential. All the dom health and defense you can get as a tank, essential. Getting, you know, and for, you know, some of them resto, you know, resto, crit heal magnitude, all that stuff. It's all essential for those roles. Absolutely. I mean, this is something that, you know, people I still do not grasp onto how. I mean, important. I mean, the gear's been surpassing the skill points for a while, so. I mean, I'm glad to see they've finally given us something that's going to make people want to go and get those feats done and get those skill points up. Because I really hope that it not only with this weapon mastery, you know, they add a new combat mechanic in there, but they're also revamping those innates so that people are like, oh my.
All right. So you were talking. You were answering a question from Soul. Right?
Soul. Oh, the
Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy Soul. Talking about the innates.
Yeah.
Okay, he's doing a follow up here.
Oh, I missed that.
He wants to know if it's worth it by specking into the weapon masteries. Do you think it'll be worth it stat wise? I think it will. I mean, because you're picking up more stats. More stats that you can increase, more innates that you can create, you can pick up to increase your stats. All the better. All the better. There's also Catmon asked a question here. He thought the game was skill based, not armor based. It's both. I've seen some full tier 590 people out there who are just garbage, cannot play the game at all. However, I've seen some tier 4 guys, you know, doing stuff that, you know, amazed the hell out of me. So yeah, it's both. I mean, because you need the gear to get into the content. You know, and obviously the better the gear, you know, the better you're going to be at it.
Yep.
You know, it's like you know, in JR Softy here, who's in the chat, he's actually in the league. He's in my league on PS4.
You mean JR SoFly?
Yeah, JR SoFly. He's a softy. I fought him. He's a softy.
But his name is SoFly.
I know, but he's a softy. But I mean, you know, he's a perfect example of it. I mean, he first joined the league. Sergeant, how many skill points and what was your CR when you joined? I I mean, I know both of them were pretty low. I was like, do you think you did better? You're doing better now that you have more skill points, or do you think you'd still be okay if you only had like 60 or 70? You know, I mean, I think he's got over 100 or so. I know the chat's delayed and everything, so
Yeah, I hate it.
he'll answer. But that's my point. You know, it's something I always try to drive home with everybody in the league. Is okay, great. Your full tier 5, Monarch, or your full tier 5 with the Raven gear, and you've got 60 skill points, and you're doing awesome damage. Think how much more and how much better you'd be doing if you had 120 or 130.
I know
or if you actually had the 155 that you do need to max out all of your DPS innates right now.
I know for me, I'm going to have to wait to see how it goes, because I just hit technically 100 skill points. Thank you. I'm really proud. And I technically still need one more to complete that second innate line for my dominance. And I think I have like maybe one more thing of dominance I have to fill up to get max. But anyways, so I have to wait to see when it hits test server to see how it goes for specking wise, because I might not be able to get down there. Maybe I'm not sure yet. But it's something.
Gentleman Wolf brings up a good point. He's at 123 skill points and is getting to where he's having a hard time finding feats to do besides the grind stuff.
It's very true.
Grind away, sir. Grind away.
And I feel that I do feel that this weapon mastery is for those who are so high in skill points that they feel like they've gotten all the feats that they are the.
I was running out of things to put my skill points into.
Yep. Yeah. So now you have,
at least on a DPS standpoint. with tanking, I can always pick up more stuff. Especially with fire. I think we added up one time in order to get like every single innate for fire tanking that would be beneficial for fire tanking. I think the chat. Okay, never mind. In order, it was like 222 skill points for fire, wasn't it? For fire tanking.
Yes.
Along those lines. So I mean, it's like by all means, keep giving me feats so I can get more skill points. When I was fire tanking and everything. But like right now, for trollers, healers, and all that, they don't need that many skill points to get all their innates. DPS, like I said, you need 155 to get every single damage, dealing innate in the weapons trees. So, I was starting to run out of things. I was throwing skill points into the power innates just so I'd have an extra power.
Yep.
Because like I said, I was running out of stuff to throw them into.
All right. So let's move along through this little list. These weapon masteries will work with armories.
Awesome.
I'm really shocked that they had to explain that in case people didn't know. Now, I haven't really looked at those posts. Maybe you can help me out with this, because I have here that you need about 50 skill points to do double mastery. I'm not even sure how I even typed
without looking at the trees, I can't really see. Like I said, I skimmed a lot of this stuff, and I only really read the green names.
Yeah.
That we're posting on here.
Right. Yeah, so we'll get more. It's probably like, kind of like how Armory has that minimum that you have to have skill points spent to get this. It's probably the same way with Mastery. You need to have, like, maybe you have to have 50 skill points to even do to. As an example, you need 30 skill points to use Weapon Mastery. Okay? 30 skill points. By the way, you can easily get that before you hit level 30. You get 30 skill points to put a point into one mastery. Okay? Mm-hmm. You need 50 skill points to put a point into another mastery to have that double thing.
Or maybe it's just another additional 20 points that you need to.
Well, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm saying without looking at the trees and what the requirements are for each thing, we can't really say. I'm sure we could go and play back, the live stream feed and zoom in on the trees when Tunzo showed them.
Yeah, I meant to take a picture of that, and I didn't. Because I have that footage. I just didn't take a picture. What I did take a picture of is this. And I'm going to hide chat. And I'm so sorry, chat, because you're not going to be on the stream anymore. But what I do have here, as you'll see on your screen in a moment, or I could have easily been nice and sent you the freaking file, but apparently I didn't because I did not think it through. I'm sorry. But, let me actually go to that page there, because it's in this folder and I did not have it. Okay. So what you're looking at here is this is straight from the stream. I had to, record a little bit, do a little mastery work, and I just put the sucker into Photoshop and call it a day. As it's trying to load on my screen. Load! So I should have had this open. Such a bad host. Anyways, so what we're looking at is, this is how they split this into the melee combos and the ranged weapons. All right, melee weapons and ranged weapons. So when you're doing your combos, so we see that brawling, if you are a brawler like Superpatriot is, hold on, I see Decon here with Tunzo's comment in the original post. Currently, when you spend 20 skill points in a single weapon tree, a new box in the upper right-hand corner will pop up and become purchasable. This is the Weapon Master box. Yeah, okay. Boom.
And then they have a couple of extras. I think like 4 extras down at the bottom.
That's where the Weapon Mastery comes in. Yes.
Yeah.
That's where the actual attacks are.
Okay.
So here, as an example, so your Patriots brawling, and I have a brawling character. We can combo into a two-handed attack or a martial arts attack. All right. So for as a combo with our brawling, we do back fist, and we can hold the melee button, and we'll do doom spin into two-hander. Okay. Or for another combo, you do haymaker, and you can hold melee button again, and you'll go into home run. You do clap, and you'll go straight into a shuriken storm. If you do stomp smash...
Say that word again.
Shuriken.
There you go.
Shut up. And you do stomp smash, you do empowered shuriken. Excuse me while I take a drink.
Collect your thoughts.
Thank you.
Shuriken.
Whatever.
Shuriken.
Oh crap! There's a thread with some unicorn trinket hate. What? Not liking that.
Get him.
So let's look at two-hander. If you are a two-handed character, which I rarely see, you can combo into martial arts or bow. You can, when you tap twice with your two-hander, you're gonna hold the melee button and you'll do knee launch, and then you'll do spin punch when you tap it 4. When you do home run, you'll go into flurry shot. So what I'm seeing so far right now is that your first 2 combos, like the beginner stuff, you'll do that first weapon. You'll do martial arts. If you do like the higher combo stuff, you're going to do the other weapon. So it's split. It's pretty much an even split. But at the same time, you have to put skill points into those 4 attacks at the bottom of the tree. So underneath the second layer of innates, there's another line that they're going to have. If on two-hander, on the two-hander tree, you're going to scroll down, you're going to see knee launch and spin punch and flurry shot and apparently infinite arrow storm. I'm scared. I don't like how that's I don't like how that's worded. I don't even like how infinite mortar is worded. I'm not appreciative of this. I'm just not.
My main concern about this is, okay, it's like the combo 4s, all right, you're seeing, a lot of block breaks. okay, being introduced in there in the combo 4 and all that. But majority of those, if memory serves, are either based off of, they're either channeled, the combo that you have to use to channel into them, or to chain into the block break, right, is either an interrupt or a block break itself. My concern with this is in how it's going to be utilized in PvP. Is I don't really see a lot of these combos getting off at all. Like Haymaker and a home run for brawling, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen because people are going to block it. People are going to block way before you get that Haymaker off.
Yeah.
But other things like let's see here, shields. Spinning downward cross into big scoop, never going to happen. And why? I mean, I honestly would rather see something, and I think it'd be a lot cooler if you could see something where, like, you go into like a 3-tap combo, and then you can, use, like the Magnum round block break.
Yep.
For dual pistols, something like that would be really, really game changing, in my opinion, in regards to PvP. Now, of course, obviously, there's other things that we're getting in regards to, these combos and all that. And they talked about the big, using the power, clipping with, I think it was clipping with a power at the end of one of the long combos, one of these mastery combos, and getting like 100% chance at a crit.
Yeah.
For it.
Gentlemen, real quick, Gentleman Wolf. So if you don't want those combos, you can go back to put them in stats. Yes, you will see your Weapon Mastery box in the right hand corner that you can click on. I think you'll spend a point to access it, and then you'll have the 4 options underneath at the end of at the bottom of your weapon tree. You don't have to use Weapon Mastery if you don't want to. If you don't want to put a skill point in those and you don't want to use them, you don't have to. Just put them back into your innates and call it a day. You can skip them if you want. It's not going to hurt anything.
Now, I do need to point out because he followed up with what the questions you're answering. With saying that as a healer, you're not a combo. You're not going to combo like that in a raid. Now, I do need to point out that they. Jens Spittle on the forums, he did start up another thread for Work in Progress Weapon Mastery Updated, where they are talking about, they are investigating options for healers, tanks, and controllers to use for some benefits with these mastery combos. So for like with heroes, like a certain amount of mind you, now they're investigating this. This isn't written in stone or anything. This is like just kind of like penciled on the drum. It's like it's posted on the wall right now for them. So they're looking at things like percentage bonus restoration for a certain time, reduced power costs for the ability following the Weapon Mastery combo for healers, certain percentage increase of dominance, or a secondary tank power specific bonus to Weapon Mastery combo, percentage for Vit and percentage for dominance for controllers and stuff. So they are looking at options to make these beneficial for support roles as well, not just DPS.
Yeah. And you can look at this on paper and say that this looks like not really look garbage, but you probably won't use it until you get into the scenario of playing around with it and testing it out. I wouldn't be so off about it. I mean, I have, again, on paper, I'm looking at this and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about it, but so far, until I can get onto the test server and take a look at it and actually show you guys video footage of it, then I can't really do much about it. And trust me, I have a list of what I have to do before this tries and comes out, so I can put main focus on it. This is going to be a bitch for videos. I'm going to hate my life for these. Yeah, thanks for the work. But, I mean, as a one-hander, I can use my dual-wield weapon, and I can use dual fury, or dual flurry. Yay! But one-hander into a hand blast. I use Solar Flame. I miss Solar Flame. Oh, so cool.
Solar Flare with hand blasters. Oh man, it hits so hard.
I
It
know.
hits so hard.
I know. Can't wait. But so it's this is. I feel this is. I think this is kind of like their final product on how they want to do the combos. I'm not 100% on that, but this is a nice view on it on how it's going to go. So for REC, rifle can combo into one-hander with and it has an air launch on the combo too. Jeez, that's wow. It's it's flamethrower into air launch. Yeesh. So once and trust me, once I'm able to get onto the test server, once this comes onto the test server, I'll live stream it. I'll try and answer questions as much as possible about it because this is something neat on paper until, and even Yin said, on paper trying to describe it in words is hard. When you see it in action, you get a better sense of what's going on. A much better sense.
Right. Now, the address the thing about, the jump cancel and everything like that is, all right, before, right now currently, so you can jump cancel like a madman. Especially on PC, you guys can macro this stuff in.
I haven't seen macros. So
On the PS4, you probably could too, since it does have keyboard support. But so with jump cancel and everything, everybody uses the cancel animation, and go into another weapon attack. So a lot of the hardlight guys used it. I mean, a lot.
All of
they
them.
used it a lot. All this doing right now is the change they're making to the jump cancel, right, is going to force the abilities dovetail animation, as they're saying here. So like when a hardlight guy is doing all his jump cancels, and he jump cancels into the fan. All right, you guys may actually see the fan, right? This time, now. So I mean, it's slowing hardlight down in a way, but at the same time, I mean, it's not completely nullifying hardlight. Hardlight's going to hit hard still. Hardlight's going to hit hard still because there's going to be guys out there. They're going to master this new jump cancel, and I mean, you guys are going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine. So I wouldn't sweat it too much. In regards to the clipping, though, they're not making any changes to the clipping. Beneficial powers can clip anything that isn't channeled. Offensive superpowers can clip weapon attacks, but not other superpowers. And weapon attacks, you can't clip anything with them. GG. I mean, clipping's still the same.
Yeah, so I haven't looked thoroughly through Jens's post on this combat balance that Decom posted. This is something that dear Lord, it's really long, Jens, really long, and 11 people disliked it. Apparently, I feel like they didn't read it.
They probably didn't. They probably didn't see, because they read it and they didn't. I bet those 11 people read it and they said, "Okay, we've listened to you guys. We're not going to change jump cancel." And he didn't say that in there, so they disliked it.
So, and even the only time I've ever jump canceled before is in hard light with fan and with rifle. That's the only times I've ever seen myself using jump cancel. And in any other power, I just don't do it. Because at the same time, I really don't have an ability, I guess, that would jump cancel. Or I haven't found it, or I haven't just not cared. Everyone knows I'm not a big clipper.
With fire, I mean, I clip powers with fire, yeah. The only time I ever jump cancel with fire was when Warrior was throwing a ball at me in Paradox, and I was in the middle of a mass det animation, and I had to get out of the way. That's the only time I ever jump cancel with fire. With Rage, I jump cancel Plasma Wretch when I'm DPSing, and that's it. That's it. And sometimes I'll even, I'll even time my, my jumps I'll like jump before I actually cast Plasma Wretch, that, and that cancels out the animation. So, yeah, it's not because landing for some reason cancels out animations.
Question here from Junior SoFly. Do you think, excuse me, do you think this new mechanic of weapon mastery will add on to DCO lore and to the fact that our characters are getting steadily stronger to fight big guys like Darkseid? So, in the live stream, and they started the live stream talking about Arsenal, aka Red Arrow, aka Speedy, aka Roy Harper, aka on the CW Arrow every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's right, I plugged it. It's an amazing show. Amazing.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see the...
Yes, I did! Oh,
Flash?
God! Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so good. For a guy in impossible looking leather spandex. So, JR. Okay, sorry, Junior. So technically, adding to DCO even to DC lore, they have characters who use multiple weapons. Arsenal is one, Huntress is the other, and Deathstroke. Deathstroke is numerous about it. So you have these. We already have these DC characters who already have these multiple weapons. Now with Weapon Mastery, we have that same sense. Now we have that same sense of, because everyone remembers Deathstroke in Monarch. He would just be fighting with his one-hand sword. Sucker would somehow just pop straight into, he would run over to grab the rifle. But I mean, he would just do multiple stuff. Joker as well. Joker will be using one hand, and then he'll just switch to dual pistol. Now we have that. Now we can do that with Weapon Mastery. So fitting in DCO lore,
it doesn't take a power slot on your loadout to do it.
That's right. Doesn't take a power slot, and if I'm not mistaken, you don't need to have the weapon on you. I think.
No, you don't need to have the weapon.
Yeah, you just need to have the point in the actual tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So even better. So, let's see. But yeah, it fits perfect into the lore. See here from Catmon. Do you think that we should that same combos? What? Do you think that we should that same combos is the tree, or have different animations for the combos?
Oh no, the animations they demonstrated on the live stream. The animation is going to play out for that combo, whatever you use. So like with brawling, they showed he went into the haymaker, and then he did the
home
what's
run.
It called? Home run. Then he did the home run swing with two handed.
Yeah.
And like a weapon's supposed to come out and da-da-da-da-da. So yeah.
And also, will Legends will not use this. They said that they have plans for it, but they're not ready for it yet. It's not ready. Now,
could you imagine Bane? Could you imagine Bane? Does that you do the haymaker with Bane in Legends, and then all of a sudden, freaking, one of those I-beams.
Oh
shows up
my
for the freaking
God, that
would
would be
cool.
That would be awesome. I would play Bane to do that. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I lose. You'll just see Trex over there with an I-beam just swinging around in the corner. It's like, what is he doing? Don't ask. Just kill this partner. Let's get this over with. But yes. So Weapon Mastery is the new skill point mechanic coming in to DLC 10 Amazon Fury, the official name. You can join the discussion, constructive, over on the Work in Progress forum thread, which the threads that you're going to be looking for, and I'll even explain them because they need to be explained. So they have the work in progress combat balance. That is talking about the jump canceling, the clipping, and the powers. All right, so that's what there's from. Weapon Mastery Updated is an updated version from the other thread where it's only talking about weapon mastery and those combos. Okay. Then of course we have the marketplace amenities and the total recovery kits. So those are the threads that you can look into. I can tell you right now, the marketplace amenities is like 12 pages. It's 10 pages from how I'm reading it now. Weapon Mastery Update is up to 12, but then the combat balance is up to 41 pages. It's gonna be a long one. An umbrella rifle, Gentleman Wolf. I will agree. I want that. As a former rifle user, I would like to have the umbrella rifle. I would.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Some iconic weapons would be nice to have.
But 2 hours. Wow. Well, probably skim a little bit because of the crash. That was weird.
Yeah.
So I mean, a 2-hour episode isn't that bad. That was enjoyable. I'm really itching to go over to that unicorn trinket hate thread right now, but I will save it for after the show. How dare you hate? How dare you? How dare you? So any other final questions about Weapon Mastery that you guys have that we will try to answer as best as we can? Once again, I'm really interested in seeing how it plays out in game. I have 100 skill points, and I'm still trying to max out my stats as the tank, trying to figure out my dominance. I don't think I'll be using Weapon Mastery because my points still need to go into these actual innates for my character. So having an extra attack probably will not suit me until I can test it out. But I mean, how many skill points you have? 177?
Yep.
Yeah, you need. Yeah.
Got
You
my
can go.
177th.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go all willy-nilly with the weapon masteries. I think I'll probably try. As you know, I'm still working on skill points. I'm not stopping at 100. I mean, I got my 100, so I get my hug at SOE Live. But now, with Weapon Mastery, I'm a little bit more intrigued to try and get more skill points and try to get stuff done. So I have the need for speed, and not the car.
Yeah, because you're going to want to do these Weapon Mastery combos.
Oh, I feel it too. I feel I really want to.
You're going to want to. You're going to want to. So go out there and get them skill points, yo.
All right, so I don't see any more questions. So, as we promised, we're going to end the show with our oath off.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's right. So our oath off is going to be the Black Lantern Corps oath that is said by Black Hand, who is the leader of the Black Lanterns. Even though technically it's only himself, but unless he raises people from the dead, but that's another story. So, as the challenger, I will let you go first, sir.
You're gonna let me go first?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right.
The blackest night.
I'm sorry. Whoop, let me back up. All right, here we go.
Okay.
The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows, all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise.
All right. That was pretty good. You had your hand over your mouth, didn't you?
I was baning it a little bit, yeah.
You're baning it a little bit.
I was baning it a little bit. Time to go mobile.
Yes. You're crazy. Holy crap. All right, so hopefully I don't cough too bad. So I have not practiced this as I wanted to this week.
I didn't either.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay.
I didn't either.
So, let me get into my actor. Trying to envision Blackhand. Now he would be. Imagining his voice, hearing his voice. Sorry, I'm going all Alec Baldwin right now. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Well, this is a toughie because I'm trying to. Okay. Wow, this is a lot harder than I thought.
All right, look, man, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Because I'm worried I'm gonna go into my atrocitus voice. I'm trying to make sure I have my right tone as this, because I'm a dead guy, kind of. So the blackest night falls. Not deep enough. Not deep enough. Come on, deep. The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. It bled in there at the end. But it was still not bad.
Yeah. That was good. Daddy-O is asking about my Olympus Games.
No, he's
Olympus
not.
Games 3 is happening, folks. Go ahead and talk about that real quick before we sign off here. Olympus Games 3 is happening. Registration is going to start on the 3rd on Challenge. I will have a video up this weekend, I promise you, before the 3rd to announce it and with all the information in there. Sign-ups are going to be on the Challenge site. Rules are going to be up there as well. As far as dates, like Deacon said there in the chat, the main body of the tournament is going to take place on the 18th of March. The finals are going to take place on the 19th, the following day. I will be live streaming the finals on my Twitch channel with the help of our good friend Meps. If you guys watched my channel earlier this week and all that, I posted a video of me getting ghosted into one of the Friday Night Legends tour matches and getting able to watch a couple of those. So Meps is being nice enough to help me out to do that with me again for the finals for the Olympus Games. So there's that. Like I said, keep an eye out on my channel to see where you guys need to go to sign up and everything.
Everybody apparently says you win. You win. Apparently Bane wins. I should have been baning it. You want me to bane it? Fine, I'll bane it. The blackest night falls from the skies. The darkness grows as all light dies. We crave your hearts and your demise. By my black hand, the dead shall rise. Are you happy? You got the bane. I baned it up. And speaking of your Olympus store, ladies and gentlemen, over here on the PC side, let me link it in chat here. It is here, chat. We have the next. This is the crap. Sorry. This is the FNL Tour Living Legends 5. This is the Spectrum Olympics. It's after the Olympics because we're better. So, over here on the USPC side, this will be a two-man team, of course, 2v2. And it is going to be Lantern-themed. Lantern-themed. The matches are going to take place on Friday, March 21st. All matches are going to start at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. This would be 6:30 Eastern Time. So, actually, I want to make sure where the rules are. Let me make sure if I'm missing anything. No two of the same Legends characters, of course. And, again, these are all Lanterns. You can only play as Lantern characters. Arkillo, Amonsur, Sinestro, Hal Jordan. Oh my god. Actually, we have I am not a Flamboyant Bane. The hell? That was Tom Hardy.
What?
Decon called me a Flamboyant Bane. And gentlemen,
like the man said, Lantern Tunes only. Lantern Tunes only for this one. So John Stewart, Hal Jordan, Arkillo, Kilowog, Sinestro, Amonsur, and of course you've got Saint Walker and Atrocitus thrown in there as well.
Gentleman Wolf wants to hear Bane read 50 Shades of Grey. If I had the book, I would do it. I would just do it.
I haven't decided on it. I don't know if the one for PlayStation side is going to be themed or not. I don't know if I'm going to follow Daddy-O's theme, or maybe I'll do a Darkest Night theme.
There you go, Bat Family, that sucker.
Yeah, Darkest Night
theme. Olympus Games Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Or Gotham City, whatever. Gotham Games.
Darkest Night with a K. So you guys don't think there's going to be a Black Lantern showing up in Legends?
Hi guys, get out of here.
Anyways,
I might have to talk to Robbie. He's been back playing the game a little bit. I think I might have him as my partner. I think I'm gonna try and go for this Spectrum Olympics. I think I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's lantern based. I think I have to represent, even though I don't have Atrocitus or Saintwalker. And Saintwalker shield can bite me. Freaking stupid shield. Okay. As a sign off, I want to do Bane's voice doing Red Lantern Oath.
Oh jeez.
I'm sorry, blame Catmon.
It's because I beat you with the Black Lantern Oath.
That's exactly it. Apparently, Bane needs to do all the oaths. Bane needs to do all the oaths. That's exactly how I was going to go. So
next week, Green Lantern Oath.
Okay.
Green Lantern Oath off.
There you go. Down for that. All right. As a sign off, here is Bane doing the Red Lanterns. With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all. That is your fate. Good night, everybody. Am I speaking close to the microphone? Can you understand me? I've given you your city. This is your city. But you will not leave. You just can't. You're about to stay. There's some crumpets over there in the corner. Alright, Superpatriot, just say goodnight, because I need to go take a bath. I smell bad. You do not want to see what's underneath this mask. It's just horrible.
Everybody, I'll take care.
Good night.
Time to go mobile.